Everybody, welcome back to another video. This is just a few. First off, I fucking called it. I called it. Not really called it. I sort of wished for it and it came true. I'm saying I called it just for the sake of it. There's dogs in the new DLC as pets, and possibly cats. I mean, even though I don't particularly like cats in real life, for the main reason they like to scratch you, and also generally they get hit by cars. They don't have 9 lives, and also, I mean, if you get a lazy cat, you have a less chance of it wanting to scratch your eyeballs out. But, you still sort of have that risk of them wanting to claw your eyes out. However, I'd still love a cat in GTA. Now, I hope there's also relationships, because in the DLC trailer and in the images, there's generally 2 people together. Not, it could just be players. And it's not just it's not 2 specific people in a group. No, there are literally generally 2 players together, a male and a female. Could be signifying they're not players and it's a player and a NPC. That'd be kind of cool. And to be fair, while you may not be able to buy a wife in a traditional sense, if you're rich, anyone will marry you. Because you have money. That's just how the world works. So, I mean, while you can't traditionally buy a wife, in the sense, literally buying her like she's a slave, you can still, in a sense, buy a wife. You just don't spend the money to get her. You spend the money after you're married. But, there's a house there? However... Actually, that could be where Avi's staying in the new DLC. But I hope there is, I hope there is a relationship system. And something else, I hope with the salon there's a sauna. Because we saw an indoor swimming pool. I mean, there's no sunlight getting in, so I don't know why there's sunbeds there, but that's an argument for a different video. However, I'm just really trying not to blow up the plane. There we go. Well, that failed miserably, what I was intending to do, but it still worked, in a sense. I mean, this thing is barely going to be able to fly, but, But yeah, I mean... I hope there's some form of relationship, considering our character needs to settle down. This is basically confirmed, in a sense, to be the last DLC. I mean, it's got Michael. Pretty big indicator. They're also adding a lot of features from GTA 6, like the Uber system with AI-driven with self-driving cars, a gym system, a yoga system, which we haven't had in online. We've literally only ever had it in story mode. I think it was possibly online at the very start of the game, in 2013, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, it's definitely in story mode, not sure about online, if it was ever... Well, I know it's not in online now, but it might have been at some point. If it wasn't, then yeah, we've never had it in online, and they're adding it now. I mean, we also have a dog. There's a lot of stuff being added. I mean, the cigar room. Can we sit down and chill smoking some cigars? Open a pack of Cubans. This thing is smoking harder than a 1930s baby, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, wow, this is... Jesus Christ, this is worse than my chimney 5 years ago. And that's saying something. I don't think this is going to make it to KO. Not really the point though. Yeah. Basically, since we have a dog, we have a gym, we have a salon, which I pray to God has a sauna. I know it sounds stupid, but I just want a sauna. Also, if we can hire maids, chefs, that'd be great. just because, like, you know, we already have basically a butler in a sense. Haviland, what was it? What was his name? I think it was Haviland. Yeah, Haviland. Haviland, and you also have Angel, or if he's Hispanic, you have Angel. Depending on what ethnicity. Possibly Angel is. But, you know, like, I hope there's a relationship system. I know I've said that a lot, but it's like, our characters, like, look at my character's stats. Stats, cash, I have made, where is it? Job, so I've spent over 300 million on cars, over 30 million on weapons and armor, over 20 million on styles, almost over 100 million on property things. That is over $500 million. Not even spent on jobs, activity fees, spent on contract services, healthcare bills, and bail. I've never been bailed out of prison at all. But from doing jobs, I've made almost 450 million. Let me settle down with, like, a wife or something. If anything, I think my character deserves it the most. I mean, yes, everyone's character, but I'm on about, like, in general, my character deserves it the most out of, like, any other civilian in the city. Because, I mean, think about it. We've been through hell in these past 3 years. We've been through hell these past few years. I mean, we've been shot at, we've been killed, we've been blown up, we've been tormented, and we have robbed every single fucking person in the world except for the government. You know, I'm on about the United States government. No, we've robbed the FIB and the IAA. I'm on about, like, actual government. We haven't robbed, like, the United States government, like, you know, like, the president, the mayor, stuff like that. As I said, we've robbed the government agencies, just not the government. So, I mean, like, yeah, it'd be nice. That's a lot of blood. Like, it'd be nice to... No, not again. It'd be nice for our characters to settle down. If I fail this one more fucking time, this video is ending early and I'm coming off the goddamn game for the day because I'm pissed off. However, I hope that there's some form of relationship system so our characters don't go through absolute hell and then for absolutely nothing. Let me just deposit my 1.39 million. Because as Donald Trump once said, I'm really rich. But yeah, I mean, like, just give our characters a fucking break. Right, like, let us... let us settle down. Let us also have, you know, several pets. And, I mean, let us just throw parties. Also, our beds are big enough. Like, our beds are big enough for several people. Another thing that I hope is in this DLC. I hope Michael's not just in a few, like, in 1 or 2 cutscenes. I hope he's also not just in the, like, the missions. I hope you can also, like, have him at the parties. I doubt I actually don't know how old he is. I think he's in his 60s. I doubt a 60-year-old would want to mingle with the people. I don't think that's the right word. Maybe that is the right word. It just doesn't sound right in my deep ass sick voice. And not sick in the good way. Sick as in I'm ill. You know, with I don't know what I'm ill with. To be fair, it's all the way a fucking Lago. I'm done. I'm gonna end this video in a minute. But yeah, I hope he's around the because I didn't teleport because I'm a dumbass. However, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope Michael's in the game. I hope that Michael's in the DLC a little bit more. I hope there is some form of relationship, considering the game can get really fucking boring if there isn't. And, yeah. That's all I can really think of. I'll be doing a GTA 6 video soon and what I want in GTA 6. Do I have anything to play right now? No, excellent. I deleted Call of Duty because it was ass this year. This year was the worst Call of Duty I've ever fucking played. And I wasn't really thinking straight, considering I'd been up for nearly 5 hours when I played the story mode. So I wasn't really thinking straight when I, you know, said good things about that game. It had some good aspects, not many. It was a pretty shitty game, to be fair. It was the shortest COD campaign I know. You know, that actually had a campaign, because Black Ops 4 just decided to skip out on that shit. But yeah. It was also the worst Call of Duty campaign ever. Ever. Even worse than Black Ops 4, and that didn't have a campaign as previously mentioned. It was worse than Black Ops 4 was better than that. Isn't that fucking amazing? However, yeah. Anyway, I have nothing to do, so I'm probably just gonna go back on YouTube. Hope you all enjoy, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace!